What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have I think it's a 92. I think it's a 92. 92 Softail Custom, maybe? It's a classic. It's an old bike, but I'm pumped. And you know what? I'm real excited because this thing fires up really, really well. Watch this. Turn that on. Are you kidding me? Look how fast that fired up. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Guys, let's start the day like we should with some words of wisdom. 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Spirit of God gave us, for the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. Think about that one, guys. Let's go ride this very classic Harley Davidson. Now, I believe this is the Evo motor, the one that everyone is like, yes, Evo's the best. All right, just let it warm up a little bit. A little spitting and sputtering. That's all right. Just give it a little break. This is the first time we ever really got a chance to ride this thing. We took it to the shop and they did an oil change on it and stuff. Another thing, I need to make sure that the fuel's turned on. That's pretty important. Gearbox feels real nice. The front brake line's still nice and tight. Yep, fuel is on. All right, smoothing out. I mean, guys, this is an old bike. 92. This thing's like 20-something million years old. But you know what? It still looks good. It's got that Evo engine that everyone loves. It's got a great sound to it. There's a lot of guys out there that they like the old carbureted bikes. They say, I can work on them when they break down. My response to that is, when was the last time you heard of a fuel injection system failing? But I'm sure there's someone out there that says, oh yeah, it happened. This thing is great. Took a little bit to warm up, and now it's just cruising. The gearbox feels good. It's got a nice flame Corbin seat. It's got these crazy looking bars. I don't know what they're called, but I would imagine they might be called Z-bars. What up, brother? It's got a great sound to it, real mean. Not like mean Catholic school teacher mean, but like mean, like dog mean, you know, like rah, or like lion mean. Like horse mean. Like that mean old horse you used to ride when you were a kid. This is great. This is what people felt. This is what it feels like to have been a grown man riding a motorcycle in 1992. Except somehow your motorcycle had 47,000 miles on it. Yep, this is my life. It's got good power. It really does. I mean, it's got plenty of power. I mean, you can see that. You can see that needle. When I twist this throttle, man, that thing goes up pretty quick. Look, they're doing the corn. So cool. Finally time to do the corn. It's fall time here at Srkcycles town. And we are loving life. It's a great time to be selling bikes. It's a great time to be riding bikes. I got some dust in my eyes, so now I shut my shield. That's the nice thing about riding with a windshield. You know, you get something in your eye and there's a wind blowing on, it irritates even more. You can shut that shield and it just kind of calms you down a little bit. That is that classic Harley-Davidson Evolution motor sound. At 47,000 miles, ain't nothing. Is not, and no, the more appropriate way to say it would be 47,000 miles is not anything. This is the Harley-Davidson experience that all these old-timers are like, yeah, that's a Harley-Davidson. That's what makes a Harley. I get it. It's loud. Moms hate you. Their daughters want to change you. Their sons and husbands want to be you. I get it. It's a beautiful bike. I'm actually pretty impressed with how good it looks. Oh, what I'm really impressed with how good it starts. A lot of times you get these older Harleys and there's something not tuned right about them. You know, some guy was tuning it himself, putting his own jets and drilling stuff, and you know, it just doesn't start well. And then you find out like, oh yeah, this is what you got to do to start my Harley-Davidson. You gotta drink a couple beers. You gotta tilt the thing on its side. You gotta pull the choke in and out a couple times. Then you gotta crack the throttle about 50 times. And then you gotta pray to Mecca. And then you gotta, you know, and it's like, come on, man, I just want to ride a bike. I don't want to like do all this stuff. I want to press the button and ride the bike. Why is your bike so hard to start? Like, no, it's normal. This is normal for all bikes. And then you realize it's not normal. It's only normal for his stupid bike. So it's a good thing about this. This bike runs properly. Every time we fired this thing up, it just fired right up and just ran good. Very impressed. It probably has an SNS carb. Oh yeah, it's not a shorty carb, but probably an SNS. So, who knows? Beautiful day. Let me know what you guys think. This thing's not going to last very long. It's very possible, unless if you guys, hopefully you guys won't let this happen. But it's very possible that this bike might get shipped overseas. The last Evo I had went to, no, the last Evo that was not an Ultra, went to, one went to Spain and one went to Germany. So we need to do a better job at keeping the Evos in America, where they belong. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up this test drive. If you're just watching and you want to sign out, feel free to head out. You know, I'm gonna keep on driving this. I'm gonna keep this video rolling for that guy who's like, I want to see this thing. I want to see how this. He wants to hear every little thing about this bike because he wants to buy it. So I'm gonna keep this video rolling. Now for all you real customers who are serious about buying. Any clown with a credit score can go buy a brand new Harley Davidson. It takes a real psycho man to roll up and be like, I want a 92. And that's what I'm gonna ride year round. Like, he's buying this bike in like the middle of a snowstorm. He's like, that's my bike. And then he rides it home. He puts like skis on the front. That's the kind of guy that's gonna ride this bike. A diehard. Who's like, Evo or die. I don't know why. I don't know why that's where he draws the line in life. But I'll die before I ride anything other than an Evo Softail. I will admit that I had the choke on for way too long. I don't think I fouled out the plugs or anything, but if I did, I'll replace them. Don't worry about it. Alright guys, that wraps it up. This is Sean from Srkcycles.com, where we sell motorcycles, not bicycles. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? We'll see you guys later. What's up guys, Sean here from Srkcycles.com. Click, thank you for watching. Click here to subscribe. Click right here to check out our new Bikes and Beards channel, where we have a lot of fun. And then click down here to see how you guys can win a motorcycle. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. You ready? You ready? Ah!